Welcome, Blues fans, to AG Chelsea TV, your ultimate source for all the latest Chelsea news. For the most comprehensive Chelsea coverage, subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to get instant alerts on all our new videos. Tosen shocking man of the match versus Tunis. The Chelsea players were left baffled by who won the Player of the Match award during their 3-0 win over Tunis in the Club World Cup on Tuesday night. Tosen Adarabioyo opened the scoring with a lofted header for a rotated squad just before half-time, while further goals from Liam Delap and Tariq George ensured Enzo Maresca's side remained second in their group. Among the top performers on what was a fairly routine night at Lincoln Financial Field was Enzo Fernandez, who provided 2 assists as the Argentina international continues to add goal contributions to his repertoire. Delap, the Blues' new signing from Ipswich Town, also held up play well and scored to stake his claim as Nicolas Jackson's long-term replacement. However, it was actually the first goalscorer, Tosen, who was named Superior Player of the Match, and funny footage shared after the game showed that his teammates may have been a bit surprised by the decision, even though his header was a thing of beauty. While Chelsea stand by their principles of a revolving door strategy, it's very easy for some talents to fade into non-existence upon arrival at Stamford Bridge. Any hesitation over your qualities, and you can be discarded, thanks to the club's free-flowing money situation. But Tosen Adarabioyo, who joined from Fulham last year, has definitely been one to prove his worth. He played 39 games across all competitions in his debut season and scored 5 goals from centre-back, establishing himself as a trusted member of Maresca's new-look Chelsea squad. He also appears to be a well-liked figure in the dressing room, judging by the sarcastic reaction from his teammates when he was handed the Player of the Match award. Liam Delap reacts first Chelsea goal. Liam Delap scored his first goal since becoming a Chelsea player in a 3-0 win over Tunis at the Club World Cup, hailing his link-up with the Blues captain. Delap will score better goals than the one that bizarrely snuck past goalkeeper Beechir, Ben said, but it got him off the mark for the Blues since his £30 million move from Ipswich Town earlier this month. The 22-year-old is enjoying himself in his new surroundings and hopes many more goals will follow his strike in Philadelphia. "We knew we had to win tonight to get through, and we're pleased to get the job done," Delap said. "It's a really happy feeling and hopefully it's the first goal of many. I love playing football and to play for such a good team is a great feeling." Chelsea skipper Enzo Fernandez provided the assist for Delap's goal, and the Englishman said they had a little chat ahead of the game. "It was a simple enough plan, but it suggested the two could enjoy a successful partnership at Stamford Bridge. I spoke to Enzo and he told me that when he gets the ball that I should run," he said. "It was a great pass, and luckily it went in. On the upcoming knocking clash with Benfica," he added, "we've just got to prepare over the next few days. Everyone will come out fighting, and hopefully we'll progress." Delap will likely lead the line again when Chelsea face the Portuguese side, with Nicolas Jackson suspended following his red card against Flamengo. Chelsea handed huge boost for Benfica clash. Chelsea have qualified for the last 16 of the Club World Cup following their 3-0 win over Tunisian side Esperance. Enzo Maresca made a host of changes for the clash in Philadelphia, with regular starters such as Cole Palmer, Levi Colwill and Trevoh Chalobah among the substitutes. The Blues head coach was rewarded for his decision with a comfortable outing for his team, as the likes of Josh Akiampong and Tosen putting in accomplished displays, while Delap put in a dominant performance. The victory ensures Chelsea will be in Charlotte, North Carolina, on Saturday, where they will meet an unexpected opponent. The Blues will take on Benfica at the Bank of America Stadium, after the Portuguese side ran out surprise winners over Bayern Munich. And Maresca has been given a further boost for the clash, knowing that he can go into the game with no fresh suspension issues. Chelsea came into the last group match with 6 players in danger of missing their round of 16 game after picking up a yellow card in one of their first 2 matches against Los Angeles FC and Flamengo. However, Marc Cucurella, James, Moses Caicedo and Pedro Neto took up places among the subs, meaning they were not in danger of accruing another booking. Tosen and Delap were the other 2 who could have missed the next game had they been shown a yellow card. It certainly would have been a headache had Delap missed the match, especially with Nicolas Jackson still suspended for the first knockout game after his 2-match ban for a red card against Flamengo. However, the English striker got through unscathed until the hour mark when he was replaced by Marc Guiu. The Blues know that a win against Benfica next time out will propel them into the quarter-finals, where they would face one of Botafogo or Palmeiras, lining up a potential clash against Estevão Willian, the Brazilian wonderkid who will join the club later this summer from Palmeiras. Chelsea Joao Pedro swap deal planning. Pedro is understood to be open to leaving Brighton after a training ground bust-up with teammate Jan-Paul van Heck saw him left out of the remaining 2 Premier League matches of last season. Newcastle have long tracked the Brazilian, having almost signed him from Watford 3 years ago. A deal worth £30 million was agreed, but head coach Eddie Howe instead pursued a club record move for Alexander Isak. Pedro has scored 30 goals in 70 appearances for the Seagulls, who are likely to demand around £60 million for his services. Newcastle have been leading the chase, but it's now claimed Chelsea are also showing an interest. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Blues have asked to be kept informed on Pedro's situation. The Italian wrote on X, "Understand Chelsea have Brighton's Joao Pedro as one of the targets on their shortlist for this summer. Highly appreciated." Via the Chelsea Chronicle, there is a strong chance that Chelsea will attempt to offer midfielder Kiernan Dewsbury Hall in a player plus cash swap deal for Brighton's Pedro. The 26-year-old followed Enzo Maresca from Leicester City to Stamford Bridge following a stellar season in the Championship. Even with the backing of his boss, Dewsbury Hall made only 13 Premier League appearances in 2024-25. Of his 31 total appearances, 18 were starts. Now with Dario Esugo entering and the return of Andre Santos, the Blues could make better use of their existing option and put him towards the attempted acquisition of Pedro. All in all, this doesn't seem so bad. The majority of Dewsbury Hall's minutes last season came in the Europa Conference League. And with the club now back in the Champions League, is he going to carry on as a European starter? Highly unlikely. The competition for midfield places may mean that he would welcome a new challenge, and if it helps the club win the race for Pedro, even better. Chelsea contact to land Marillo. It now looks like the club are moving after someone from the Premier League. That is according to a recent report from Court Offside, which has revealed that Chelsea are very interested in Nottingham Forest's Murillo. The report goes a step further, revealing that the Blues have already made contact with the Tricky Trees to find out more information about the player. Unfortunately, one potential sticking point for a deal for the Brazilian is that Forest reportedly value him at more than €80 million, which comes out to around £68 million. While that is an enormous amount of money, this might be a deal worth fighting for, as Marillo has proven himself in the Premier League. Osimhen transfer phone call. Italian publication Il Mattino report that new Al Hilal manager Simone Inzaghi has made a renewed attempt to convince Osimhen to sign for the Saudi Arabian club. A move did not come to fruition in time for the FIFA Club World Cup to start, but there is still chance for the Nigerian to sign and be registered between June 27th and July 3rd in order for him to feature in the knockout stages, should they progress. So the latest report says Inzaghi personally made the phone call to tell Osimhen that his best option is to join Al Hilal. After all, they are the only club reported so far to have matched Napoli's price tag. Osimhen may be inclined to disagree with Inzaghi here, as he already has done, knowing that he is into his prime years as a footballer and still has plenty to offer at the highest level, which is unequivocally in one of Europe's top divisions, playing for a team that is qualified for the Champions League, like Chelsea. He has plenty of time as a veteran to move to the Gulf state and earn a major paycheck, so he should carry on resisting. That's all for today's Chelsea news. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with everything happening at Stamford Bridge, don't forget to subscribe to AG Chelsea TV and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.